So, are you going to launch an internal investigation? Not yet. There's something I need to do first. What? Don't tell me you're taking off with the money. Yeah, I'm totally skipping town. Actually, I'm taking it back to its original owner. Oh, who is that? Some moneylender, apparently. He's got an office on Tenkaichi Street called Sky Finance. Can you imagine how much interest 100 million yen would rack up if I just let it sit? Yeah, forget that. Bye, Ma-chan. Have a good day. Oh, I'll try. See you later. Head for Sky Finance. Okay. Probably. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay, so before we do any of that, we gotta get this Sky Finance and return this money. Huh. So Sky Finance was here all along.
Oi, 誰かいないか。
どちらさん？
あんた、秋山さんか。
そうですけど。
あんた、どこかで。
Is there a fight here?
あんた、この前の。
そうか。あんたが安子さんに金を貸した男だったのか。
安子？安子ってリリちゃんのこと？どうしてあんたリリちゃんの名前を？
So that's her story. She didn't tell you any of this. Nope, never asked. I figured it was something serious, but dang. Borrowing enough to put 100 millionaires in debt. All to save your wrongfully accused brother on death row. I just wish she'd have come to me earlier. Might have saved her from going down a dark path. Well, now that Katsuragi's broken his promise, we can at least put the money issue to rest. Here, I'm sure she'd want you to have this.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Wait, what? I'm saying I won't accept the money. We're straight. Okay, explanation please? Regardless of how things went down, I lent that money to her. Isn't it only right that she be the one to return it? I don't know. Won't that leave a big, gaping hole in your account? Detective, I have so much money I hardly know what to do with it. And I'm not interested in making more. As for the 100 million, I couldn't give a rat's ass if I never saw it again. Why? You see, I only lend money to people I feel are worth investing in. That way, I can see how my loan affects their life, and that's a much more meaningful reward than seeing numbers on a spreadsheet. Not sure I understand your logic, but okay. Point is, I'm not taking that money till she returns it in person. Where is she anyway? Okinawa. Her brother was transferred to a prison there a few days ago. She said she wanted to be near him on his execution day. I knew she was a keeper. What? Did I not mention? I fell for her. What? Like, in love? Exactly. So I'd really like to see her again. Unfortunately, that money's the only connection between us now. If I take it back from you, the connection is cut, and I'll probably never see her again. Some say love lasts only as long as the money. Heh, ain't that the truth? Pretty sad, huh? Almost as sad as this Arai-san business. Arai? 1 second.
Moshi.
Hello? Oh, Kido-chan. How you been? Found Arai-san yet? What? Mishima? You mean the Ueno-gun without a bullet without a bullet in his head? Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright. Okay, leave it to me. I'll get back to you. Bye. Who was that? I heard something about finding Arai. That was Kido, Arai's right-hand man. What? I might as well tell you now. I'm helping Kido find his boss, Arai. He's a good kid. Why? Because I can't afford to lose Arai-san. Shibata's boys are going nuts trying to find him. They're trying to appease the Ueno Seiwa by handing him over. We have to find him somehow before they get their hands on him. Of course, if what you just said is true, I've been betting on the wrong horse. What's your connection with Arai, anyway? I've been backing him out of personal interest. I'm not a mob front or anything. Still, this whole thing's been a real kick in the sack. Who'd imagine Arai-san would be in bed with Katsuragi? I never pegged him as the type to make a move like that. So, what exactly was the call about? Huh? Oh, that. Kido-chan was looking for Arai-san when he stumbled across the other Ueno-guns. You know, the ones that disappeared after the shooting? There was another one? A guy named Mishima. He was sworn brothers with Ihara, the guy Arai ventilated downstairs. So what about him? He's asking for police protection. In exchange, he says he'll cough up all he knows. He wants the police. He wants a detective he can trust. One that can protect him from the Ueno Seiwa clan. I think you should go talk to him. Me? Yeah, you're a perfect fit. I mean, based on what you said. The Force sounds like a total snake bit. Plus, you can't count on Fuguchi-san or your superiors. What better person than you? Why should I? Who knows? It might get you a step closer to the truth you're looking for. How do you figure? The recent shooting between the Ueno Seiwa clan and Kunmura Enterprise is right. I've got this hunch it's all connected to the case your old man was working back in '85. There's just too much overlap between the main players to be a coincidence.
もしあの新井さんが裏でつながっていた葛城の命令であのドンパチ事件を作為的に起こしていたとしたら、
まあ葛城は柴田と共謀して登場会を乗っ取ろうとしていた。
そこにリリちゃんの殺人だ。葛城は共謀していたはずの柴田を裏切り、さらに25年前の事件の真相を知る人間を消そうとした強引なやり方でな。だがどうして今になってそこまでする必要があった？今までも殺そうと思えば殺せたはずだ。なのになぜ今？
焦っていた。
そう、葛城は焦っていた。ドンパチ事件が起こる前に何とかして25年前のことを知る人間を殺す必要があった。どうしてだ？
指示されていたからか。葛城を裏で操っている人間に。
その人間ってのは
25年前の真実が公になってはならない人間。事件をもみ消そうとした警察の連中か。
そういうことになる。警察内部に裏切り者がいるってことだな。どうする？三島って男に会ってみる？その価値はあると思うけど。
ああ、俺が行こう。だが罠を張る。
罠？何それ？
その三島ってのが本当にあのドンパチ事件の生き残りなんだったら何か知ってる可能性もある。
まあそりゃそうだけど。
なら三島の存在は葛城だけじゃなく警察の裏切り者にとっても邪魔なはずだ。
なるほどね。 わざと警察に三島との接触を報告して裏切り者をあぶり出すってことか。危険な賭けになるぞ。覚悟はできてんのか？
なあ、俺にとってこの山は自分の人生そのものなんだ。
Mishima's supposedly hiding over at the docks on Tokyo Bay. Your best bet is to take a taxi there, unless, of course, you have a fancy cop car. Thanks for the advice. Now, to report my next move to the station. Hi, this is Tanimura from Community Safety. Can I get someone in organized crime, please? Yeah, anyone there will do. Thanks. Hi, this is Tanimura from Community Safety reporting. I just wanted to check in before I go meet with a yakuza member named Mishima, a material witness to that shooting in Kamurocho the other day. I'm meeting him over at the docks on Tokyo Bay. Yes, that's right. No, he's already there. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, now that's taken care of. I'll be on my way.
Oh.
Alright, just be careful, and good luck. Mishima's supposed to be hiding in a warehouse on the docks. Getting there by cab would draw the least attention. Okay, 2. Okay, there's... Okay, that one's at the Dragon Palace. Okay. Let's save at the Millennium Tower and then do the Dragon Palace one. Right. Would it be... You kind of easier to save there. It doesn't make that much of a difference. It's going to block if we don't save up there. This way. Save. Right, save there. Okay, first slot. Now we're all good to continue with that sub-story. Let's see if we luck out the first attempt at this. Let's see. Gambling hall. I mean the casino floor. Okay. Hello, young man. I noticed you've been making some excellent plays. I guess. You need something, old-timer? Now, don't disregard me as some addled old fauci. I've been watching you, and I know a daredevil when I see one. Nothing like the rush of winning into jackpot, right? Let me get to the point. I happen to know a place where you can make some real money. Much more than you could ever come up with at a venue like this. I don't know. That's pretty much the opening line of every sketchy deal in the book.
Oh.
Yes. You do, and believe me, a man of my means would know you definitely need the money. Maybe you even deserve it, but alas, I'm beginning to ramble. So, let me give it to you straight. My dame can earn you 3 million yen in one go. That pique your interest? I'll say it again. Making tiny bets here will get you nowhere. 3 million yen for one game. Yeah, that's gotta be a scam. But at the same time, I am kinda curious to see where this goes. So I can really make 3 million, huh? Yes, that's right. I wouldn't lie. 3 million yen for one game. You may be young, but I like your spirit. That's why I decided to give you this opportunity. But if you're not interested, just say so. Now, what's it going to be? I'm still not convinced. What should I say to this guy? I'm in. Okay. Oop. Alright, I'm in. Excellent. Then come with me. The game takes place a little ways from here. Can you spare the time? As long as you spare the change. What is this place? Looks bleak, I know, but don't worry. No one will disturb us here. Come, come. Don't be shy. Have yourself a seat. So, what is this game exactly? Patience, patience, my son. For our game, we will be using this. Ever heard of the firearms and swords control law? It's still a thing, you know. That's hilarious. You probably figured it out by now, but the game is Russian roulette. The chambers hold 6 bullets, one of which is live. We'll take turns pulling the trigger. If you survive, you pass the gun. If you don't, then you'll just pass away. Stay alive until the end, and you win the 3 million. Oh, and you can quit anytime after the first round. But if you do, needless to say, you'd forfeit everything. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet now. Even if I was, I doubt you'd just let me walk out of here. Now, are we doing this thing or what? Attaboy. Then let the game begin. Right.
さあ、あんたの番だぜ。
You really are a brave kid. Not a hint of nervousness. Or maybe you just fail to realize the gravity of your situation. You could be knocking on death's door. You look pretty smug yourself. Does that mean the older you get, the less you care about dying? Hardly. Put simply, I've accepted my decisions in life, and I know what fate is coming to me. So why should I let a silly game like this bring me down? Let's see if we... Alright. Alright, it's your turn again. What'll it be, boy? I'm still in. I'm still in. That's more like it. Now the question is, how long will that bravado last? Okay, good. Okay, I passed that round. Oh, that's twice in a row. And you hardly so much as blinked. You truly are a daredevil. Uh-huh. It's your move. That would make this bullet number 4. Now there's a 1 in 3 chance that I'll bite the dust, right here in front of you. If you'll allow me a moment. Okay. Now it's down to the 1 and 2. Does it weigh heavy on your mind, leaving here in comfort or as a cadaver? I suppose you could opt out and leave as a failure, too. One more shot, and I'll be up 3 million yen. but if things go wrong, I'll be down 6 feet under. What the heck should I do? Finish it. You think I'd back out now? I'm all in. Well. So you're riding it out to the end. That's what I like to see. I sure hope your gamble is worth it. Okay. Looks like that money's all mine. So you caught on, did you? Caught on to what? Don't play dumb. You knew all along there were no real bullets in this gun, didn't you? Actually, I didn't know for sure. What I did notice was how little you were concerned whenever you pulled the trigger. And what about all these suits standing around? What are they going to do if an actual bullet went off? I mean, they could have been hit by a stray. That's what made me think this was all a bluff. All reasoning aside, I must say it takes quite a bit of nerve to trust your instinct like that, especially with your life on the line. So how about my 3 million yen? Yes, here it is, as promised. Thanks, and I'm gone. Oh, and guess what? Holy shit. In fact, it was a real bullet all along. What is wrong with you? To be young again, trusting your gut and running full speed ahead, without the crushing grip of fear to hold you back. That's what I've been after. Anyway, I learned a lot from you today. Are you going to arrest me under the firearms and swords control law? For what? I didn't see anything, except for this cash. Besides, I think I learned a little lesson myself, about the value of life. It's up in Nakamichi Alley. It's 13 out of 13. 4, so got it. Here. Oh, great. One down. Hi there. Do we know each other? These guys look like professionals. I'm guessing they work for Bridge. That just means I'm getting close to uncovering his true identity. I'm almost to the bottom of this, Dad, so I can't go dying just yet. Guess even professionals run away with their tail between their legs. I should get in touch with Saki-chan about our next move. Ma-chan, I was hoping to hear from you. Sweetie, are you finally calling to ask me out? I appreciate your good humor, but there's no time to joke around. We need to talk about bridge. Oh, you're no fun. Well, okay. How about we meet up at Shellac again? Then Shellac it is. I'll see you there. Okay. Get over to that bar in the Champion District. And I'm going on. That means 2 more sub-stories left for Tanimura. Here. You're late. You know you're not supposed to keep a lady waiting. Sorry. So, that's what Yabe-san left behind, You're right. I'm afraid that alone won't be enough to catch our man. And here we were so close. Isn't there anything we can do? I could always infiltrate the syndicate and scope things out. What do you say to that? I say it's too dangerous. Oh, please. All I'd be doing is working my magic at an affiliated venue. Besides, now that I have been seeing the documents, wouldn't you say I've passed the point of no return? I get that, but what would you even do? I'll masquerade as a hostess, sweet talk my way right up to the big bad bridge himself. I don't know about that. Have a little faith. With enough makeup and the right dress, I could be your perfect femme fatale, and you know it. Well, you certainly have the charisma, alright. Charisma? Alright then. Just don't do anything too crazy. Where are you off to in such a hurry? To look into the relationship between my dad and this mystery man, Kay. I've got nothing to lose, so I was thinking I'd get my fortune read by that greedy old lady. Naomi-san. Yeah, she really seems to know her stuff. I wonder what's in that crystal ball anyway. You know Naomi-san is actually an informant, right? Uh-huh. I thought she seemed suspicious. That's one hell of a cover she's got. Don't tell anyone, okay? There's a lot of risk involved in being an informant in Kamurocho. Why do you want to know about Kei so bad, anyway? Kei's another name that pops up all over my dad's notebook. I just want to know what kind of person he was. Besides, there might be some connection to Bridge. I see. Well, if I find out anything, I'll contact you. Thanks. I'd appreciate it. Right, down to the whatever it is. Right, over to Naomi's place. I knew you would return. Hello, misinformation dealer. I assume you heard that from Psyche. Blessed with the gift of gab, she is, or should I say cursed? It was a detective by the name of Yusuke Kaga who was inquiring into your father and Bridge. Kaga. So that's what he meant by K. Most likely. Yusuke Kaga. Well, that's one mystery solved. Only thing is, the name K suddenly stops appearing in my father's memo book one day. Kaga was fired for mistakes made on the job. Fired. After that, he opened a coffee shop. Foreign prostitutes were among his regular customers. Really. He had looked after them while he was still a detective. Even after he was fired, they would still come to him seeking advice. Does he still work at this shop? He did. He died 26 years ago. The cause of death? It was reported as accidental, but the facts pointed towards murder. So basically, he was eliminated because he got too close to those foreign prostitutes. That matter is too cloudy for Naomi to see. I don't believe a detective my father respected so much would make a careless mistake. He shot and killed an innocent bystander by accident during one of his cases. I seriously doubt that's true. But why? Because crack detectives like him always know how to use a gun. I doubt he'd miss his mark like that. You seem to be a fine detective yourself. Your father said that Kaga had been set up by Bridge. That I cannot see, but during an investigation on illegal immigration, the trail led Kaga to a certain government official. A government official? A few of the undocumented workers arrested by Kaga had been issued suspicious-looking visas. Many of them had been bought under the table. Someone was selling visas. Foreigners need a work visa or student visa in order to work in Japan. But the screening for such visa is very strict. Many foreigners end up buying them from corrupt officials for like $500,000 yen. Naomi has even heard of some who pay $1 million. Why would anyone pay so much to come to Japan? Back then we had a labor shortage. Employers never seemed to have enough workers. But most of all, migrant workers saw Japan as the promised land, where jobs grew on trees. So Kaga suspected the government officials of receiving money for issuing illegal visas. Exactly. So, who was this official? Naomi does not know for certain. However, it may very well be Bridge. Yeah. Tanimura. It's me. I've got some info on the group. You do? Let's meet somewhere away from prying eyes. How about the rooftop garden on top of volcano? I'll be there. I take it that was Psyche-chan. Yeah. She was quite close to Kaga before he died. No kidding. You should talk to Psyche if you wish to learn more about Kaga. Thank you. The meeting place Saki-chan told me about should be around here somewhere. Hi, handsome. Hey, don't surprise me like that. Sorry, honey. Things are starting to heat up, so I'm taking extra precautions. Is everything okay? I told you, I've passed the point of no return now, but it was worth the risk. What did you find out? Sugawa. He's the man behind the fake marriages, counterfeit passports, shady recruitment strategy, and just about everything horrible under the sun. So, is he Bridge? I don't think so, but he's definitely affiliated. Sugawa runs a trading company called Urban Foods. They import food mainly from Asian countries. So that's how he gets all his local information. His on-site employees seem to be handling the recruiting operation as well. You learned all that so quick. You must have been one hell of a detective back in the day. By the way, I wanted to ask you, what is it? He heard all that, by the way. What? I thought you were just another shady lady, but it turns out you're working with a cop. Nice knowing you, Officer Okama. Huh, so you found me out. Guess I lost my touch. I'll have to work on that. Psyche-chan, you need to run. But, don't take this wrong, but you just get in my way here. If you say so. You caught me at a busy time, so let's settle this quick, okay? I'm sure you understand. That takes care of that guy. Psyche-chan, are you alright? I haven't ran that much in ages. Oh, you'll live. Now where's Sugawa's company, this Urban Foods? I'm going after it. Don't you think you're rushing things just a bit? We've already been targeted by Hitmen. If we don't act fast, we'll be leaving ourselves open to more danger. It's time to go on the offensive. There's the useful optimism shining through. Alright, Urban Foods is in the building with the information booth on Supon Street. Don't take them lightly. Supon Street, got it. Alright, over to Supon Street. Supon Street. So this is Urban Foods. Sugawa had better be in here. Tanimura. So you're Sugawa. So you came all this way, just to run into a literal dead end. Look, pal, you're in deep shit, and I mean deep. The deep end of deep shit. You're in over your head and shit. In fact, you're about to be buried in it. Just like that corpse of a writer. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's one more down. Alright. You know the guy they call Bridge, right? You're shit out of luck. I don't know a damn thing. Okay, let's make a deal. Huh? Give up Bridge's identity and promise to never get involved with crime again. and I'll forget about everything you've done. Or you can rot in your jail cell, your choice. Will you promise you'll never tell anyone I talked? Sure. The real name of the man they call Bridge is Yuji Katsura. Yuji Katsura. He's the chairman of the Asian Women's Friendship Association. Friendship, huh? So they use that as a front to hide the terrible things they really do. If you value your life, you should run. We can't arrest Katsura based on Sugawa's statement alone. Right. We can't afford to make any stupid moves until we get some evidence. He's completely hidden his trail so far, so I must be really sweating balls by now. A man like that can never let his guard down. I meant to ask you about this before, but I heard you were close with Detective Kaga before he passed away. What? Who told you that? Naomi. Oh, she did she? Could you tell me more about him? I helped Kaga out after I quit my detective job. At the cafe you ran. Yeah. I used to counsel sex workers that came there whenever they had problems, but then the syndicate found me. How? Kaga-san. He was involved with them too. Was he? On their payroll? Possibly. If he was, then why would they kill him? Because he fell in love with a certain woman. One of the illegals? Yes. A woman from Thailand. They killed him when he tried to help her escape. But you never sold yourself out, and you're still helping immigrant women. There will always be women who find themselves in trouble. Somebody has to be there for them. Dang, you're a true hero. Don't you mean heroine? Right. Right. Yeah, I guess it's probably... I love when guys eat a lot and have excessive amounts of health. Is that something you're into? Okay, recovering health. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's try walking around over here. Okay. Who's this? It is I, the great Naomi. Naomi-san, how did you get my number? Remember who you're speaking to. Anyway, I found out what Katsura is doing behind the scenes. Saki-chan told you about him, didn't she? You don't have to get involved with this, you know? Did I ask you to look after me, boy? If you want to know more, come see me. Okay, I owe you one. Okay, so I just had to leave the area. Right. Okay. Right, over to Naomi's. Nice. Oh. Nice. Alright, 5,000 yen. It's Naomi's place. I knew you would return. Oh, Psyche-chan's here too. Good, huh? Well, you might as well just tell me about Katsura. The Asian Women's Friendship Association was merely a front for Katsura. What do you mean? He was using it to connect with various Asian political figures and then profits handsomely from Japanese overseas development assistance. But aren't associates like that non-profit? He contracts out all work of companies run by relatives. There are 14 of these companies in all, both big and small. Doesn't anyone notice that it isn't at least a little bit suspicious? A little hush money to police and politicians works wonders. But that would take an awful lot of cash. That is where the foreign prostitutes come in. Katsura is extorting money from them like there's no tomorrow. You have proof of this. Finding proof is your job, detective, but Katsura were the sex industry kingpin known as Bridge. It would all start to make sense. So he's hiding behind a banner of compassion while secretly exploiting immigrant women. The problem is, how do we get close to Katsura? I have an idea. Do tell. I'll simply call the association and tell them I'm coming to see Katsura, then you'll wait for a hitman to show up and try to stop you. Aren't you putting yourself at unnecessary risk? What choice do I have? I need some way to pick up his trail. Will you lure the hitmen out around here? Too crowded. Their kind only strikes when there are few people around. I'll head over to Park Alley after I call. Pink Alley. That's where the attack will take place. Yep. Can I count on you for backup? Leave it to me. Alright, gotta head over to Pink Alley. Okay, and this is sub-story. Okay, this is 15. So after this one, there's one more. Over to Pink Alley. Map. Nakamichi. Okay, that's Pink Alley. Enough, please. Okay, 3,000 yen. Did that turn me around? Yes, it did. Over to Pink Alley. Here we are. Come on, guys. I know someone wants to kill me. This would be the perfect place. Here you are, right on schedule, boys. Now I just have to lure you into a dead end, and we can go from there. You have any idea what we're about to do to you? That's my line. What the? Say your prayers, bitches. There's no escape now. Leave this to me, Saiki-chan. As for you idiots, hurry up and bring it up. Bring it. I don't have all day here. Oh, so there's gonna be a different one we learn through all of it. Call your boss and tell him you've got to get rid of me. Hurry up and do it. You're going way too soft on him, sweetie. Huh? Back when all was cracking heads and solving cases with the Hiroshima PD, they had a little nickname for me. Ever heard of Saki the Demon, asshole? No, of course you haven't. Then listen up good, you little shit. What's happening? Are you fucking brain dead, mate? The goddamn call, or I will pry open your skull like a sea otter cracking an oyster, and canvass the street with your head goo. There's no need to go that far. Fine, I'll do as you say. It's me. Tanimura is a done deal. That's right. Good boy. Boy. Well, how was I? Scary as hell. You make one badass detective. Tanimura here. I have some information for you. What? Next Monday, Katsura will be holding a symposium at none other than the Millennium Tower. And would you believe it, the name of this symposium is Empowering Asian Women. Katsura is apparently finishing his preparations there as we speak. It's rare for him to be out in public like this. Perfect. Then this is my chance to take him out. I would exercise extreme caution if I were you. Appreciate the tip. Now I've got his ass. I'll watch these three while you do what you have to do. Guess this is what we've been waiting for. Best of luck, hon. Thanks. Hopefully I won't need it. Chairman, we're expecting about 5,000 visitors on the day of the symposium. How about our VIPs? 3 government ministers, including the Minister of Health, Labor and Welfare, and 4 other representatives from various industries. Excellent. This will be a major PR boost for my foundation. Nothing like a couple of men with money to run the Asian Women's Friendship Association. Wouldn't you say, boys? Hey, Katsura. Masayoshi Tanimura, Community Safety Division, Kamurocho PD. Any of that ring a bell? What the devil? What's wrong? Did I scare you? You look like you've seen a ghost. What is this nonsense? I don't have time to play games here. Then playing dumb won't help either. I was almost killed several times thanks to you. You're delusional. Sad to see the force hired a detective who suffers from bouts of paranoia. Think I'm lying? How's this for proof? I took this from one of the men you sent after me. Watch what happens when I try to contact the guy he called to report the hit. I finally tracked you down, Katsura, or should I say Bridge. Why, you hurry up and silence this fool. Nice. That's one. Okay, one left. Good. 26 years ago, you murdered a detective named Kaga, didn't you? And what about it? He was one of your own, wasn't he? Why do you have to kill him over something so trivial as running away with the woman he loves? Don't come any closer. Wait. Okay, is this... Now do we get a chase or something? Yep. Okay, X. Square. Triangle. Got him. Give it up, Katsura. You're done. Damn it. This moron has nowhere left to run, yet he's still limping around like a hurt animal. Dude's in full denial. Get back. I'm warning you. Look, even if you do shoot me, my friends are clued in to everything. They'll hunt you down and bring you to justice. Kaga, that bastard, made it seem like he was under my thumb, and then he had to go investigate behind my back. What? In my world, there is no worse threat than someone who can't be bought. And you killed him just for that. He got killed because he was stupid. Instead of saving his own hide, he let himself get caught by me, all to protect that woman and her kid. Kaga had a child. Yeah, with that Thai woman he fell in love with. After she discovered what our organization was really all about, I tried to have her silenced. But she fled back to Thailand after having her baby here, so I plan to use her baby as bait to lure her back to Japan. Then I found out Kaga hid the baby somewhere. He hid the baby. He probably placed the baby in someone else's care. I never heard about the brat after that, so his child grew up without knowing him, or where they came from. If Kaga hadn't tried to protect his woman and his kid, he would have had me by the throat eventually. He was one of the few men I truly feared. I'll give him that. Matter of fact, you're the spitting image of him, or is that just a coincidence? So, now it's all over, huh? It is. My dad mentioned something cryptic at the end of his notebook. It was about taking care of the treasure that Kay left behind. So he did, Saiki-chan. He told me that if I kept looking into this case, I found out things about my past. I guess you already know by now. Yeah, my real dad was Kaga. Yes. Now it's true that Kaga-san let himself get corrupted by money, but he hoped that you would never lose your sense of justice like he did. That's why he named you Masayoshi, because your name means justice. It all makes sense now. I hope you're not too shocked by the truth. Like I told you before, I really don't care who my real dad is. How can you still say that? I grew up reading this notebook ever since I was a little boy. It was the closest connection I've had to any sort of parent, real or not. Because it had the words of both your real father and your foster father. Right. It tells the story of two brave men who gave their lives to fight against a giant crime syndicate. Well, I guess I'll see you around. Oh, almost forgot. Just wanted to give you a little token of my affection. Here, you go. Oh, come on, don't make me say it. Just don't be a stranger, okay? I won't. And whenever you get the chance, maybe we could sit down together sometime, and you could share some stories with me about my old man. Okay. Okay. Let's... Okay. Alright. Right there's one. Okay, we need to go back to Homeland, and that'll be the last sub-story for Tanimura. Oops. Hit. Right. Yo. Oh. Hi. Where's Meha? Out shopping? No. And I doubt we'll ever see her again. Either, huh? The heck are you talking about? What's this? It arrived for a few days ago. I found it on the desk. And this is relevant how? What? If you want to meet your real father, come to West Park. Alone, and don't tell a single soul. According to this, Meha went to meet her real father. You mean her biological father? Exactly. I'm sure she's always wanted to find out who he is. Come on, Zhao-san. You're the one raising her. It doesn't matter who her biological parents are. That's what I want to believe, but when it comes down to it, kids want to be with their real parents. I'm nothing more than a substitute. Let's save that kind of talk for later. For now, we need to figure some things out. For instance, if this letter's real or not. Why would it not be real? It's suspicious no matter how you look at it. First, why would anyone write to their estranged child like this? They just come and see her. Second, what's with this, the don't tell a single soul part? Why all the secrecy? I guess I hadn't thought about it. From the looks of it, Meha could be in danger. Did you check out West Park yet? I haven't. Come on, man, wake up. What would you do if anything happened to her? I know that. Shit. What the hell have I been doing? Whoa, hang on. I understand how he feels, but he needs to get a grip. I imagine he's headed straight for West Park. Better follow up on this. Right, up to West Park. Park Boulevard. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. The hell is Zhao-san doing? What did you do with Meha? Huh? No idea who you're talking about, Pops. And you're starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, didn't your mother teach you not to talk politely to strangers. You're nothing but a group of hoodlums. Now where the hell is Meha? Meha. Get off it, Pops. You're giving me a headache. Besides, she's probably already been sold to some pervert by now. What did you say? That last part. Care to repeat that one more time? Huh? Who the hell's this fuckwad? You come here to get your ass beat too? I'm with the police. Now start talking. Oh, you're with the police. Well, excuse me, officer. Thought you might been a host or a male stripper or something. Hey, maybe he has a gun, and I bet his badge would be worth some money too. Guys, I don't exactly have time for this right now. Ooh, I've always wanted to shoot a gun. Maybe I'll just take yours. Nice. Now, I want answers. Where is Meha? Huh? Some tough-ass dude took her away. Be more specific. Middle-aged guy in a suit. He put the girl in a car and they drove off towards the hotel district. Jeez. How are we supposed to keep up with the car? Xiao-san, are you alright? The hotel district, right? Yeah, son of a... I'm coming. Xiao-san, we need to stay together. Something's not right here. It's like a man possessed. I need to solve this and quick. And great thug. Toughness Emperor. Pretty good. Okay, over to the Hell Hotel District. Okay, somewhere up here. Probably somewhere over here. Okay, there he is. Give me back. Look, buddy, there are just some places you don't go poking your nose into. This is one of them. Now I'll let you go, but only if you leave quietly. Don't screw around with me. Give me back what? You're not giving me much choice, are you? Alright, boys, take care of this old fart. Hold it. Must be raining idiots today. How about you play it smart and get the hell out of here? Hey, you alright? You're no use to May dead. May. The length people go for their kids, astounding. As for you, I could just cuff you and be done with it, but that's not good enough for me. Huh? What kind of nonsense is that shit? I'm talking about doing to you what you just did to Zhao-san. Now get your ass over here. That's rich, boys. Get a couple of oil drums ready. Concrete ready for 2 comedians. Get ready to kiss the bottom of the bay. Jeff-san, are you okay? Where's May? I'll get you to a doctor soon. Just stay still, alright? No, finding May comes first. I know, just leave it to me. Wonder if she's here. Meihua. Meihao. Ma-chan, you're here. Of course I am. Glad you're okay. Was that you making all that commotion out there? Now that you've come this far, I have no choice but to kill you. So you used a fake letter to lure a girl you know won't be reported to the police, and then you sell her off, is that it? I guess to you that letter was just bait, but did you ever think how the girl felt when she read it? Unfortunately, I don't have much of an imagination. I see. In that case, there's only one way to make you understand. Good. Then, I guess we're done talking. Now we settle this the way real men do. Fuck 'em up, boys. Nice. Got him. Ma-chan, it's alright now. We were worried about you. I'm sorry, but the letter said I could meet my real dad, and I really, really wanted to. I know. Ma-chan? Yes? How come it doesn't bother you? How come what doesn't? You told me you never knew your real parents, either. How do you not let it get to you? That's all I ever think about. Who my mom is, what's my dad like, and why they decided to leave me here all alone. Didn't they care about me at all? May, just like you said, it doesn't really bother me. I don't care who my real parents are. My real father died long before I could remember, and the man who raised me is one I've always called Dad. Yeah? I guess you do always talk about him like he was your real dad. That's right, that's because I learned a lot from him, and everything I am now is thanks to his guidance. That's why I don't consider my dad any less of a real father, just because we aren't related by blood. He's the one who raised me, and he always put me first, so to me, he is my real dad. And you have to have a person like that in your life too. Huh? It wasn't easy for him, running around and getting beat up by those thugs, especially when he's so out of shape. But you were the only thing on his mind, and even he was on the brink of death. May, see? Here he is. May. Dad. May. I was so worried. Didn't I tell you to always call me if you were going to be gone long? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Dad. I've been so exhausted haven't never been so exhausted in my life. Thank you, Machan. You never cease to amaze me. Officer Tanimura, at your service. Now get to a doctor, okay? I gotta go. You completed all of Tanimura's sub-stories. Congratulations. You're now Tanimura Rainer. I have a prize for you. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's finish up Tanimura's chapter. Probably the docks. Yeah.
カムロ署の谷村だ。お前が保護してもらいたがっているって話を聞いてやってきた。あ
あ、あんたがそうか。
お前が上野清和会の三島だな。
Are you a detective? Yeah. I'm here to place you under protection. Okay. And you really think you can keep me safe? Only if you keep your part of the bargain. You give me the dirt on what the Uenose was doing behind the scenes, and I'll make sure you stay out of harm's way. Then, that's a deal. I'll talk. It's like this. Me and Ihara were ordered to go make a scene at Club Elnerd. Why? Dunno. Nobody said Katsuragi. Just told us to stir shit up. So we followed his orders. But then that prick showed up. Akiyama from Sky Finance. Yeah, Akiyama. He fucked up the entire game plan. I don't remember nothing after he busted that bottle over my head. Next thing I knew, I was in the Champion District. Ihara must have carried me over. Woke up surrounded by garbage bins. No sign of Ihara anywhere. Why the Champion District? The two of us get shit-faced there a lot. That, and it's close to Elnerd. Ihara must have been freaking out. I bet someone was chasing him if he ditched me like that. I started looking for him, so I could find out what happened and figured it out the next morning. I had no idea what a shitstorm this whole thing had become. Anyway, I've been walking around Kamurocho for a while when I found him. His body, anyway. I practically puked when I saw it. I couldn't even process what was going on. You know? All I knew was I was starting scared shitless, so I ran as far as I could. I ended up at Uenasewa headquarters, but I barely remember how I got there. Found an empty room there to chill the fuck out. Thought I'd catch my breath and try to digest all the shit that just went down. That's when I heard Katsuragi. He was in the next room talking to somebody on the phone. What did he say? Can't say I heard everything. He was in another room and he'd already been talking a while. But it sounded like he was talking to the cops. The word police came up a lot. But it's what he said next that freaked me out. He said, Ihara's dead, just as planned. We'll get rid of Mishima as soon as we find him. I got the fuck out right then and there. Thankfully before anyone saw me. I've been keeping it low pro ever since.
このままじゃ俺は上の世話に殺されちまう。刑務所でもどこへでも行くから俺を助けてくれ。
分かった。とりあえず俺のアジトまで来い。警察で保護の体制が整うまでの間、そこでしばらく。 内さん。
You're one surprise after the next, kid. Getting this close to the truth, and all by yourself. I'm damn near impressed. You don't seem to be fazed by all this. Let's just say I had a feeling you'd show up. So you baited organized crime to see if you could lure out the traitor. Something like that. And you're not surprised to see it's me. Not really. Though I can't say I wanted it this way. How do you know it was me? A gambler's dumb luck? A detective's hunch? Saguchi-san, a good hunch comes from keen observation. Didn't you learn that back at the academy? Must have slipped my mind. So, what tipped you off? I've known you were no ordinary cop for a while now. It's your fancy shoes. They always look brand new. Not exactly practical for a homicide cop working murder scenes. A normal cop buys cheap shoes and wears them into the ground. The watch, too. It's way too expensive for a detective's salary. It's so high-end, I doubt your average person ever even heard of the brand. And if they did, their heads would explode at the price tag. Well, don't you have it all? Instincts and a sharp eye. Please, Saguchi-san, you really think it was all me?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You haven't exactly been subtle. The rescue you staged when I met up with Katsuragi, sending Chief Hisai ahead to Homeland. It almost feels like you've been wanting me to catch on. What are you talking about? You've been working with Katsuragi for the last 25 years. But now you've grown tired of your little partnership, haven't you? I paid a visit to Archive Room 13. I saw the report on the Uenosewa hit. What? You and my dad were both assigned to the case. Only the two of you could have covered up something as big as Katsuragi butchering 18 of his own people. And I know it wasn't him. You were ordered by someone up top to alter the facts, weren't you? All to protect your good friend Katsuragi. Tell me I'm wrong. You shut your goddamn mouth. You don't know the first fucking thing about that case. Or about me.
そこまでだ。
これは
ここまでだ、杉内。お前が上の清和会の勝凪と内通していたことは割れている。無駄な抵抗はやめて、おとなしく投降しろ。
くそ。
杉内さん、もう終わりにしましょう。
やっぱりお前ら何も分かっちゃいねえよ。
杉内さん。
てめえらごときがな、俺の正体知ったとこで結局何にもできやしなんだ。じゃあ
動くな。
撃てんのかよ、須藤さんよ。ここで撃ったらあんた終わりだ。日本の警察ってのはな、撃てねえんだよ。そうだろ。
一課長、何してるんですか。命令を。
これが警察って組織がひしこいて守ってる正義ってやつだ。お前にも分かったか。じゃあな。
俺は撃てるぜ。
谷村。
法律がどうこうって問題じゃねえ。要はこれが俺の警察官としての正義だ。
谷村、
お前やっぱり見込みがある男だぜ。現場で30年近くデカやってる俺が言ってんだ。間違いねえよ。
それはありがたいね。
分かった。それじゃお前の正義ってやつがどこまで本気なのか味わわしてもらおうか。
待て。
じゃあな、谷村。
Boat. Alright. Okay. Okay, chase. Shoot. Set minigame. Okay. Oh. Nope. Great. Right. Nice.
まさかお前がここまでやるとはな。教えてやろう。おやっさんはな、俺がやったんだよ。
何？
てめえの親父を殺したのはこの俺だって言ってんだ。
もう逃がさねえぜ。
手錠かけたくれでな、捕まえたと思ってんじゃねえぞタニムラ。
Right. See.
爪が甘えんだよおめえは。
すげえ落ち。
何が
Ah, great. Okay. Ah, great. Nice.
さあ教えろ。俺の親父を殺したのは誰なんだ。25年前俺の親父を荒川に捨てたのは誰なんだ。おい言え。
今さら何度も言わせんな。俺だ。どうした？撃たねえのか？
なんでだよ。なんであんたなんだよ。なんで警察官が警察官を殺さなきゃならねえんだよ。
だから言ったじゃねえか。違うんだって。俺はな、そもそも警察官じゃねえ。俺はな、極道なんだよ。
どういうことだ。
俺と桂木はな、そっちの世界でいうとこの兄弟、つまり親友ってことだ。
なんだって。
俺は初めから上の清和会側の人間なんだ。警察の内部事情をスパイするために警察学校に入りデカになったヤクザ。それが俺だ。
あんたがヤクザ。
そうだ。
じゃあ25年前の上野義治襲撃事件の真犯人が桂木だということを俺の親父が知ってしまったからあんたは親父を殺したのか。
そんな簡単な話じゃねえ。そんな簡単な話じゃねえんだよ。
とこりゃ。
ゴム弾ですよ。死ぬほどじゃないですが、威力は相当なもんだったでしょう。
桂木、お前何言って
桂木、てめえ何して
兄弟、終わったのか？
ああ、俺もちゃんと入院しねえとな。死なねえ程度に撃ってくれ。
分かった。これでお前が退院したら若頭か？
親父の方がくたばらなきゃな。大丈夫だ。しばらくしたら目を覚ますだろう。あとは頼んだぜ。
以上が冴島大河による上野義治襲撃事件の顛末です。
なるほど。ご苦労だったな。
いえ、これが自分の仕事ですから。
ほう。嘘の報告書を書くことが可能。
何のことでしょうか？
無理がありすぎるよ、杉内君。この程度の報告書で私の目をごまかせるとでも思ったのかね。あの狭い店内、犯人の冴島が20人もの組員とやり合うにはかなり無茶な乱闘になったはずだ。当然冴島も抵抗を受けただろう。それなのに死んだ18人は皆全て正確に頭を撃ち抜かれている。この冴島という男はよほど射撃に手慣れた鉄砲玉だったんだろうね。さらに検視の報告を見ると面白いことがわかる。事件当日、組員たちは防弾チョッキを身につけていなかった。不用心にもね。そして頭を撃ち抜かれた組員たちは全員体にゴム弾を被弾したような傷があった。君も知ってるだろう？警察がボート鎮圧用に試験開発した特殊な弾丸だ。まだ実験段階ではあるが、相手を気絶させる程度の威力は十分にある。だが犯人はどうして警察関係者しか知らないはずのゴム弾を入手できたのかな。そもそも致命傷を与えることができないゴム弾で一度相手を気絶させ、その上でわざわざ実弾を使って殺害したりするものだろうか。もしそうだとしたら不思議な犯人だね。そして上野義治以外に唯一生き残った桂木という男だけはなぜか肩に実弾を受けている。正確に標的の頭を撃ち抜く腕を持った犯人が桂木の時だけ狙いを外したんだろう。
宗像部長、
杉内君、この事件、私の推測では 桂木という男が仕組んだことだったのではないかと。どうかね。冴島大河は桂木に利用されただけだ。このことに有能な君が思い至らなかったとはとても思えないのだがね。
それは
杉内君、一つ君に頼みがある。
頼み？
私に桂木勲を引き合わせなさい。そうすれば今回のこの事件、君の報告書通りの結末にするな。どうだね。
宗像、ひょっとして今の警視庁副総監の？
ああ、俺らのバックにはあの宗像副総監がいる。これでお前も分かっただろう。敵は果てしなく強大な存在だ。はあ、これで楽になった。30年だ。30年も偽りの自分を演じてきたんだ。誰にも話せず、誰にも理解されずにな。この苦しみがお前に理解できるか？
あんた、
俺は一体何がしたかったのか。25年前のあの日、宗像を桂木に引き合わせたあの日から、俺は警察と極道両方の犬になっちまった。本当の自分の目的なんてもうすっかり忘れちまったよ。お前はいいな、デカとして生きられて。偽りとはいえ30年もデカやってると、それなりに人に感謝されたり喜ばれたりすることもあった。俺はその度に悩み苦しんだ。果たして俺は何がしたいんだろうってな。事件を解決するや人から感謝される、そんなにゃ頭じゃダメだと分かっていても、心の奥底では嬉しいという感情を覚えちまう。俺もさ、お前みたいに悩んで苦しんで走って力いっぱいデカやってみたかったな。
杉内さん、
逮捕しろよ。お前は自分の力で父親の敵捕まえたんだ。どうした？
一つ教えてくれ。宗像の目的ってのは何だ？宗像はあんたや桂木を使って何をしようとしているんだ？
お前の目的は俺を捕まえることだろう。それは達成できたんだ。これ以上は知らない方がいい。
ダメなんだよ。それじゃダメだって親父が言ってる気がするんだ。まだ事件は終わってない。だから俺は宗像を捕まえる。
それを知ったら日本の警察全てを敵に回すぞ。それでもいいのか？
親父の死の真相を知るために刑事になった時から覚悟はできてる。
そうか。
杉内さん。杉内さん、しっかりしろ。
谷村、
何ですか。
俺だけじゃないんだ、裏切り者は。
裏切り者。杉内さん、杉内さん。
これでようやく楽になれる。ありがとうな。
杉内さん、目を開けろ。杉内、杉内。
そうか。杉内が死んだか。
ええ、命令通り始末しました。ええ、二人ともです。これから谷村の身の回りの事実を知る人間を始末します。
All right.
あんた、マーちゃんに何をするつもりだ。
Alright then. Well, that'll be all for today. Thank you for checking out the stream. Remember, have a fantastic day.